Saturday. Christmas comes early.
Unbelievable! Welcome to this incredible scene.
Bills.
To the end zone!
Chargers.
It's a touchdown!
An exclusive NFL game.
That's fantastic!
Live in primetime.
Wow!
Only on Peacock.
With a Christmas gift to their fans. They're having some fun now.
Bills versus Chargers. Saturday, 7:30 Eastern. Exclusively on Peacock.
This episode is brought to you by Google Pixel, the official fan phone of the NBA and WNBA. The new Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro are built different. How? Take the Audio Magic Eraser tool. It helps block out distracting crowd noise so your play-by-play commentary sounds crystal clear. The only phone engineered by Google brings out the audio you care about so your videos sound as crisp as they look. Learn more at googlestore.com/pixelnba. Audio Magic Eraser requires Google Photos app. May not work on all audio elements.
'Tis the season to shine with H&M. Discover the holiday collection and find fashionable pieces for your wardrobe or for under the tree. Get inspired and dazzle with this year's glam. From tuxedo styles, bow detailed pieces, impressive prints, and more. From unforgettable looks to unforgettable gifts. With fashion finds to home decor, find it all at H&M. Treat your loved ones and yourself this season. Shop in-store or at hm.com.
This episode is brought to you by Seed. Seed's DSO1 is a 2-in-1 probiotic and prebiotic designed for whole body health. Formulated with 24 clinically and scientifically studied strains, DSO1 offers benefits in and beyond the gut. See why DSO1 is the probiotic recommended by top doctors and nutritionists. Go to seed.com/Spotify for 25% off Seed's DSO1 Daily Synbiotic.
Another episode of the Kansas City Soccer Journal. This is Thad Bell, and with me I have Coach. Go ahead and say your name, because if I mispronounce it, I will feel terrible.
All good. Yes, it's Lee Nguyen.
That's what I thought, but I've heard so many different pronunciations. I never trust myself anymore. You are still relatively new to the Current, and I'd say relatively new to the coaching world. You coached with the Spirit a little bit last year, took a break and went back to playing soccer, and now you're back coaching. How did you always know you wanted to be a coach, or?
I mean, it was always in the back of my head of, when you're playing soccer and towards, midway through your career, towards the tail end, you start thinking about, what's the next transition. And soccer's always been, part of my life, part of my journey. And so for me, it was trying to find that next progression and what I enjoy, what's my passion. And, I always enjoyed being on the field, being with the players, helping the next generation, and trying to pass along my experiences.
I guess, did you decide you wanted to coach in the women's game, or was that just the first opportunity you had, or?
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those where I was actually playing soccer still in Vietnam. So I just transferred over from MLS to play over in Vietnam. And then during the season, halfway through, they got canceled because of COVID. And so I actually came back here, was spending time with family, was actually coaching with the Dallas Texans youth, like under 15 girls. And so I was already in that landscape, but at that time I was just coaching the ECNL girls there. And what happened was there was an opportunity with the Spirit that came up, and they asked if I could assist the interim coach that just took over, because he came up and he didn't have any help. And so I had the time to help him, and at that time it was just to help him to the end of the season, and then after that I was going to go back to playing, and then we ended up doing well, won the end of the championship, and then they wanted to bring me back for a second, for the following season, and yeah, I think that's kind of where I found my passion. I really enjoyed my time there, enjoyed coaching the girls there. And like I said, it wasn't the plan, and it kind of happened. And then from that, it was more of I felt the joy for it, loved helping out the girls. You could see when you're able to translate, your experiences to them, and they're able to pick it up. And I think that's what the joy and what I loved about that part of the game. And so I actually went back to playing like in the summer just to finish out the season. Our team back there that I left, the owner called me back and he was like, "Hey, my team's in a bad spot right now. We're fighting relegation. Is there any chance you can just come and help me get this team out of relegation?" And so I had the blessing of Chris to be able to go do that. And so we went back for that half season to help the team out. And again, while I was there, it was great. It was an eye-opening experience for me to see like being back in the playing realm, but then being from the coaching world coming back out. I actually really missed it. And so I was like, wow, I didn't think I was gonna miss that part of it. I thought I was gonna really enjoy coming back to playing. But and so after that half season, they asked if I could come back, and I was like, you know what, I think I'm ready for the next chapter. And so
that's cool. When you said you missed it, do you obviously have like a slightly different mindset between playing and coaching. How do you, when you approach like when you're coaching, you obviously aren't, you're not the one passing the ball, you're not doing this or that, but you're trying to influence it by having built skills or not plays, but patterns. How do you approach that, I guess, in your mind? I didn't really ask that very well, so I apologize.
No, I understand. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more of a challenge because, you're not the one able to, control the ball, pass the ball, make the decisions on yourself, by yourself. But I think the great thing is being able to help the players see the patterns, seeing the pictures, help them with solutions, and then seeing those problems get solved on the weekend. That's fun for me. And so it's one of those where it's like, as you get older, the body isn't, moving as good. Recovery takes a little bit longer. And so now, for me, it still exercises the mind, still exercises, your eye on the field of seeing, hey, like, these are the things I saw when I was a player. These are the ways, you can be successful. And so just showing them ideas, showing them patterns, showing them different ways of solving problems, and then it's up to them on the field on the weekend to be able to put those pieces together.
As a player, I saw you play a lot in MLS. You're one of the most skilled midfielders in MLS, and I may have cursed you a few times when you played against a Kansas City team. But how do you try to translate what you see to some of these players? I mean, is it building specific drills and with different players, obviously they're going to have different attributes themselves. How do you build something so that you can build each one of their different attributes? I guess, what's that philosophy for you?
Yeah, it's a lot of things. It's being able to, create an environment, create a training session that, you can create those pictures that you want to see. Also, doing film, being able to, look back at training, look back at games and saying, hey, like, these are the areas we can improve on. These are the areas that we're having trouble at. These are how we can solve it. And then again, creating repetitions to create those same pictures, and hopefully they get the repetition, they get all those ideas in training that when they come to the game they're prepared.
As a player, you had a few different coaches in your career. Do you take from them? Is there things you have taken from them, and maybe is there one or two coaches that stood out for you?
Yeah, I think through your career, there's a lot of I've been with a lot of coaches, a lot of different ideas, philosophies. And I think the great thing is being able to pick the things you like and didn't like from each manager, and the trainings that you didn't like. And so I think a lot of that has been being able to go through different teams, different coaches, seeing what was successful, what wasn't, and then just kind of collaborating on that to try to see, and then also myself being out here and seeing what they like, what the girls like, what they don't like. And you're always adapting as a player, you're adapting as a coach. So.
Do you feel it's any different maybe coaching women versus men? I mean, it's the same game. Is there any different mindset, though, the way you approach it?
No, I mean, you're at the highest level now for men and women, and so it's the same, the mindset, the professionalism, it's all the same. The only, difference maybe is just the level of skill sets, right? As opposed to men, maybe they can control the ball and kick it way across half field without any effort, whereas, I might take, maybe a handful of girls can do that. And so there's certain skill sets where you're just like, okay, they can't do that. You have to know they can't do that kind of play. And so just knowing like where the barometer is in that, and being able to say, hey, that isn't realistic. Okay, they can do this. Yes. So.
Cool. When I was talking to Lloyd just a minute ago, he said he was kind of the joker in the group, the jester. What do you have a role you kind of fill in that group?
Yeah, I try to neutralize them both, Lucas and Lloyd.
He tried to insinuate that you were that you and Lucas were the boring coaches, but.
Well, it must be opposite day because you. I mean, it's. I think the coaching staff. We all have a great relationship, and the chemistry, the synergy has been great. And so I really enjoyed being able to come in here halfway through and being able to fit right in with these guys, and they've made it easy. And so, like I said, the banter, the just coming in the mornings and then after training, working out together. It's been a great experience. What
have you thought about Kansas City so far?
I'm impressed with it. The times I've been here is only really when I've played Sporting KC, and so I've only had maybe 1 or 2 days, in transit every time I'm here, and so it's only seen mainly downtown. And so being able to be here, have a little bit more time to see the city. It's more than I expected, and the food has been amazing. And then there's a lot of cool little pockets to go see, and there's a nice little Vietnamese community as well. So that's been cool.
Well, so you're also a Texas kid, right?
Yeah.
I won't ask you to compare the barbecue because that always gets people in trouble.
The barbecue here is top. Yeah.
Okay. All right, you heard it. I tried to give him an out so he didn't have to say it, but he did it on his own. All right, man. I appreciate the time. Is there anything I should have been smart enough to ask you today?
No, it was fun. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks, man. And we're out.
Awesome.
The holidays are a time to feel and create joy. And what could be more joyous than the look on her face as she unwraps a stunning new jewelry piece from Blue Nile? How about getting 50% off your purchase? Blue Nile offers premium quality, priced below traditional retail. Their online experts are available 24/7 to answer any questions and make sure you've picked the perfect gift. For a limited time, you can get 50% off at BlueNile.com. That's 50% off at BlueNile.com.
Apple Gift Card is a practical gift that unlocks a world of entertainment and fun. You can send it via email or give a physical card to your loved ones. Your friends and family can spend it on their favorite Apple services, including Apple subscriptions. Apple Gift Card can be used to buy all things Apple. Products, accessories, apps, games, movies, TV shows, iCloud Plus, and more. Visit apple.com for details and to send Apple Gift Cards to your friends and family this holiday season.
Introducing Royal Caribbean's newest ship, Icon of the Seas, the ultimate family vacation. The ultimate 6 slides, 8 neighborhoods, 0 compromise vacation. The ultimate never done that, can't wait to do it vacation. The ultimate chillin' by a different pool every day of the week vacation. This is the Icon of Vacations. Icon of the Seas, arriving in 2024. Book today. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. You might say all kinds of stuff when things go wrong, but these are the words you really need to remember. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. They've got options to fit your unique insurance needs, meaning you can talk to your agent to choose the coverage you need, have coverage options to protect the things you value most, file a claim right on the State Farm mobile app, and even reach a real person when you need to talk to someone. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.